Mexican presidential candidate has called upon his fellow countrymen to flood the United States with a mass exodus, calling it a human right. According to a report from a Universal candidate, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, AMLO, said the people should flee Mexico to find a life in the United States, which is a pretty dismal message coming from a presidential candidate. The equivalent would be President Trump telling Americans to flee for Canada. Soon, very soon, after the victory of our movement, we will defend all the migrants in the American continent and all the migrants in the world, Obrador said on Tuesday while calling on people to leave their towns and find a life in the United States. This fleeing to the United States would be a human right we will defend. The election spans less than 2 weeks away and Obrador is currently the front-runner. He has run on a ticket opposing President Trump's policies toward Mexico. From the New York Times, after 18 years of trying, and trying again, Mr. López Obrador, widely known as AMLO, may have a historic opportunity. He has said that his presidency will signal the start of Mexico's fourth revolution, following independence from Spain in the early 19th century, the liberal reforms later that century, and the Mexican Revolution in the early 20th century. He promises an austere, nationalist government that will fight corruption and inequality. He has said he will push constitutional amendments to change Mexico's energy policy, eliminate immunity for government employees and allow for mechanisms of direct democracy, such as presidential referendums. He has repeatedly compared himself to Mexican leaders like Benito Juárez, Francisco Madero and Lázaro Cárdenas, which is like an American candidate comparing himself to George Washington, Abraham Lincoln and Franklin D. Roosevelt.